Meet the warhorse of the future.
Now it's going to do a running gait, which we call a jog. So Matt, let her rip. You'll see it get some airtime in between the steps.
Oh, wow. This is LS3, a pack mule on steroids, created by legendary robot engineer Mark Rayberg. And it's the first time he's revealing it on TV.
You know, when we walk, we're actively balancing ourselves. We're moving dynamically. And I thought, geez, wouldn't it be cool if you could make a robot do that?
So back in the 80s, Rayberg founded the Leg Lab at MIT. And 20 years later, he runs Boston Dynamics, a robot company that develops his ideas. Recently, he won a $32 million DARPA defense grant to build LS3.
How do you pitch the economics of an LS3 to the Army? I mean, here you have a robot that costs millions of dollars to develop versus a mule, probably a lot cheaper to take into the field.
I don't think anybody has any doubt that there's things that a robot could do that an animal won't do.
For one thing, LS3 will have digital eyes, so it can be programmed to do missions on its own.
And it works in day or night, has night vision.
Right, these are light sources right around the cameras, so that provide its own light, so even if it's dark out, it can still see.
But for nighttime missions, surely the robot has to be quiet. And just listen to this.
It sounds like a lawnmower.
This is BigDog, an earlier version of LS3 that's been tested in the field.
It is noisy. In fact, it's almost freakishly noisy. Is that a security issue for the Army?
LS3 is going to be about 10 times quieter than BigDog.
Is that up to Army standards?
If it were possible, they'd like it to be absolutely silent. And we haven't figured out how to get it to do that. We can make it silent by turning it off, but we haven't figured out how to make it silent while it's moving. Feel with your feet. And
to show me what BigDog can do when it's moving, Rayberg gave me a challenge. Walk across these rocks with my eyes closed.
This is actually harder than I thought it'd be.
But it's not so hard for BigDog. It's got pretty good balance. Really good.
So what's the secret sauce or technology that makes these robots self-balance?
Having a computer pay attention to what's going on moment by moment and sensing the robot tips a little bit, then the legs have to move in a way that responds to that.
With reflexes like that, BigDog can look so alive, it's creepy. So it's not surprising videos of BigDog have become a YouTube sensation.
So 10 million views on YouTube, parodies of the BigDog out there. Are you surprised it struck such a chord with the public?
You know, I guess they are excited about it the way I am. I don't know.
Whether the mechanical mule will be as popular with the troops remains to be seen. So I asked for a go behind the controls.
I'm ready to drive BigDog.
Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is tap that and give it a little forward speed.
Oh, that's so cool!
Okay, that's good. All right, good work.
I don't know if I'm the best driver.
First try, not bad.